Hello everyone, and this is Pyro's Mining Rush version 1.2.151. What I'm going to do today is test out another run of the Aurora Cave special level that we've added. I think I'm on my third or fourth run at this point. Just to bring you up to speed on some adjustments that have been made in the latest update, which deployed around 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday, which was Tuesday, April 22nd. The noteworthy adjustments that we made: we increased the power of the sword rain skill, and bear with me, I'm going through the notes here. There was one test I did not upload because it was awful. It was that bad. For some reason, we reduced the maximum amount of Aurora that you could collect to 1. So, as you could imagine, I'm a legendary Raylith Aura owner and got to the very bottom level of the Aurora Cave and started doing quite well for myself with the Ghost Miner and Dark X-Ray and all that, and easily went past 1 Aurora, at which point the game basically froze with a prompt saying I needed to disrupt my play to withdraw Aurora, wasting my Dark X-Ray that I can only activate as a skill, I believe, once every 6 hours. So I issued some feedback that we increase that to 5. Honestly, we might even want to increase it to, say, 7.5 or 10. I'm going to play through this and see how it goes. Reading over some additional notes here. There were just some minor items that I brought to the attention of our developers, and it looks like everything has been rectified. Those were the main issues, though. So, with that being said, as always, just a quick PSA, public service announcement. Whenever you're playing Pyro's Mining Rush for the first time in a day, I strongly recommend that you clear your cache, which on Google Chrome is Control-Shift-Delete, and Reset, which is Control-Shift-R. You will get optimal results in the most recent deployment whenever you do that. It takes a little while, but it's also worth your while. And with that being said, we will commence with the Aurora Cave run. This session is brought to you by Copper Kettle Candy Company, dark chocolate truffles, individually wrapped with sea salt, decadent chocolate that melts away in your mouth. And of course, last but not least, Zevia Creamy Root Beer. It's delightful. And those aren't actually sponsors, I'm just messing around. It's a snack I happen to be having at the moment, but they're really outstanding snacks, so I recommend those. Both can be found at Costco, if you have a Costco. Big fan of Costco. As you can see in the upper left-hand corner, I did some heart farming here earlier. So I've got quite a bit. As a matter of fact, I still have my assassin gear active. And I actually think I'm going to keep this assassin gear on because it's level 5 everything. So I've got straight across the board level 5 assassin gear, and once I get deep enough into the mine, I have level 5 mining gear. I also have a lot of copper ore, which frankly is probably going to be problematic. I don't know. I'm only going to be doing a 30-minute run, so what I'm going to do is load some ore into the smelter here, just to lessen some inventory. So I'm kind of sort of okay. That might be okay. If I need to dump some, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. I almost want to be proactive about it, though. Maybe I should be. Copper ore at this stage in the game, you know, it's a dime a dozen. So let's go ahead and dump. I don't know, what's a good round figure? 150 copper ore. I know this pains you low-level players to see, but I promise, if you keep playing Pyro's Mining Rush, you will eventually get to a point where you need to dump ore. I've got a lot of slots that I've upgraded. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Sorry, guys. I did my daily quest earlier. That's probably okay. This is certainly okay. I think we're ready to roll. It's only going to be for 30 minutes. I purchased my ticket, by the way, and the purchase price on it in terms of USD equivalents was like $1.34. I've heard some people talking about 5 Aurora being expensive. You know, I think for the experience, it's fine. We are adding some value in some ways that I'm not yet at liberty to discuss, but even as is, for the experience, I think it's probably well worth it. Okay, so what we're going to do is go home just to be diligent and double check I'm running Legendary Raylith Aura. I would not put anybody else in this scenario. As you can see here from my chest claims, I've done really well for myself. I just had one fluke here. But all in all, pretty good. Pretty good. So, also something for the people out there spreading FUD about the Aurora chest. That is quite overblown as well. Alright, moving into the Aurora Cave. Again, the timer. They want me to withdraw my Aurora. I don't want to do that because it's going... I think it's going to interrupt the stream, and I don't want to do it yet. Plus, I think I've got to... Yeah, I've got until 5 Aurora, so that's okay. But that is, what you're seeing there is one of the quality of life adjustments that I did recommend. As you can see, I'm really regaining the hit points here pretty quickly, so that's nice. And for those of you who have never played the Aurora Cave and you're worried, hey, can I hang? Honestly, just go to the cave. Just hang out in the ground floor and test your mettle against some of these enemies. I say that as I'm about to die. I'm being stubborn, though, and I don't want to use any of my potions. I almost, well, did want to die there, honestly. So that way I could... It's a lot easier to just use a heart than a potion, so don't be afraid to die, honestly. If you have the hearts, use them. Unless you have a very compelling reason not to. We also have challenges for that. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to keep this assassin gear on, and we're just going to try to get to the bottom floor ASAP. And then we'll put on our mining gear. All that good stuff. Here we go. I think I figured out another way to get there faster, but I can't remember. So, of course, I'm wasting time. I really am going to try to hurry, though, guys. Yep, I think this is it. This is it. Just speed run through it. Obviously, keep your eye on your health, which I can kind of do. But I'm also watching this minimap, so if I look like I'm playing blind, I kind of am. I'm just going to not mess around. Okay. Watch out for this water. Oh, the switch. The infernal switch, which, okay. I always forget about this. I wasted time last time going down here. So, you have to make a path. You also, you might have heard me in a previous stream complaining about, sorry, distracted a little bit. Complaining about the fact, here we go. Watch the water here too. Sorry, I'm unable apparently to form complete sentences today. It's a problem. I was complaining about something, and apparently it's not that big of a deal, so. Alright. Oh, the purple imp. the pimp was, that's going to stick, isn't it? He had his attacks going through the wall, and I was able to successfully, I suppose, advocate for users is the proper word. Our Crystal Guardians in the Crystal Cave don't behave that way. Therefore, it logically follows, right, that the pimp should not be shooting his balls through the wall. That might be the phrase of the stream. All right, kids, we're already in floor 1, which I think is floor 0. Yeah, all right. So that means switch out and go to town. And probably I'm going to have to do this stream in parts because at some point, I hope, I will have to withdraw Aurora. All right, what am I doing? And that's going to cut off the stream, unfortunately, but we'll do it in parts. It's cool. It's a good problem to have, honestly. Oh, gosh. Wow. Okay. Level 5 all the way across the board. All right. Boom, boom, boom. You know, actually, I'm going to deploy the Ghost Miner. Sorry. You'd think as many times as I've done this. All right. Now, level 5 miner. We'll take a look at my time here. I think it's still pretty good. Make sure we get that. Yeah. See, I'm already pulling stuff in. This is going to be a nice run, I think. Make sure you stay alive when the miner's deployed. I accidentally fat fingered a key there. How bad would that have been if I just like exited out to the main menu? Alright, let's go ahead and clear these guys out. They never spawn when you want them to spawn. Okay, I'm already at 0.6 Aurora with 25 minutes. I think my bonus ore luck is around 47%, so this is feeling like it's going to be a profitable run. It's just going to be in like several different parts, but actually, you know what? I can just, again, don't die. I can just stitch together the different videos and upload it as one video, so that'll be cool. I mean, we're already coming up on almost 1 Aurora. And the miner's coming over to help me out. This is feeling like it's going to be a strong run, a personal best. So I'm pretty excited. And I'd like to give it up yet again to my sponsors. Copper Kettle, Dark Chocolate. What? I don't need to withdraw if it's 5. See, okay. This is not good. This is a bug. We need to fix it. Also, the clock is still running. Not cool. Okay, this is not okay. But this is why we beta test. This is currently deployed to ambassadors. Okay, as best as I can tell, we're back. Or should. As you can see, I have 0.1 Aurora. And, okay, my miner's still going. So, the withdrawal amount should be 5 Aurora, not 1 Aurora. So we have the text to show that it's 5, but we're still behaving like it's 1 Aurora, which is not cool. We don't want that. I'm going to suggest that we even make it 7.5. I'll see what I'm able to pull off in total. I think I just withdrew just now 1 Aurora, so that's withdrawal number 1 for 1 Aurora. And we'll try to keep tabs on this and see what I'm able to get away with. I don't think this is the best spot to use. It's also one Aurora is going to be very problematic. I'm not going to use Dark X-Ray. Whoa, that is a crazy enemy up there. I'm not utilizing Dark X-Ray until I do another withdrawal of one Aurora and hopefully don't have a lot left over, because what is going to happen is you're going to see Dark X-Ray get interrupted at one Aurora, which is the reason why one Aurora is problematic as a withdrawal amount. It needs to be because of Dark X-Ray, Legendary Raylith, minor gear level 5 owners. It needs to be 5, 7.5, maybe even 10 Aurora. You can't not accommodate those players, in my opinion. But again, this is early, that's why we're beta testing. We're already coming up on another Aurora withdrawal, I hope. I'm going to actually backtrack here a little bit, but I will not be showing any mercy. I want to get as much as I can out of this level to make a point that it's profitable to play. Or can be, if you're good enough. I feel like if I get one more, there it is. Now it's not telling me now that I need to withdraw, so that's interesting. Maybe it is 5, but I first needed to withdraw. Nope, just kidding. Now it wants me to withdraw. We're going to do 1.0. Okay, so I'm just waiting on my withdrawal of another 1.0 Aurora. Okay, that was kind of cheap. He was not supposed to be there. I'm switching now to what I'd been talking about as a strategy, the Dark Star gear. Just kidding. Now the Dark Star gear. So I can hit Dark X-Ray, which is right here. And we're going to do this. Woo! Look at all that Aurora. Wow, I have to withdraw already though. That's so uncool. 4 Aurora. Okay, so Dark X-Ray was interrupted. I just withdrew another Aurora for a total of 4.0 Aurora. I really don't like this. Okay. You see, it's completely, it deactivated my Dark X-Ray. Yeah, that's not okay, guys. I'm sorry, not okay. That's got to go. You have to raise that withdrawal limit to easily 10, 15 Aurora because of that. That's not cool. But don't worry, I will be advocating for users. We have to change something to make sure that the whole benefit of Dark X-Ray is not sabotaged by our withdrawal scheme. But anyway, back to running all 5 mining gear. Despite the various issues that I've been plagued with, unjustly so, I still have 4 Aurora in 12 minutes to go. So just imagine as we continue to perfect this process, how much better it's going to go. Again, this is very early. This is still a level that's in beta, available only to ambassadors and pro supporters currently. So if you want to be able to play stuff like this early and have a competitive advantage, make sure to be a pro subscriber. Engage the platform. Be an ambassador. So my next withdrawal will officially be the break-even point on this, and I feel like it's near. No pun intended. That's a reference to Near Protocol, for those who are unfamiliar with Aurora and Near Protocol. Looking at the mini-map here, it looks like it would be most advantageous for me to go down, so I'll do that. I was about to say I haven't pulled anything in a minute. There we go. So I'm getting very close to 5 Aurora, which is the break-even point. You know, at that point, you have ore, right? So I showed you guys the amount of ore that I had at the beginning of this, and I do that purposefully so we can establish a baseline, because you have to understand this level also has very strong amounts of ore. That's part of what you're paying for, not just Aurora. So, useful to have, and you should be mindful of that. We'll take a look at that whenever this is over. We've also had some internal discussions about adding a few little twists to make this level special. It's actually, that's quite an understatement. They're features, I would say. Significant features. If we implement, but time will tell. Nice! Alright. It is withdrawal time. That is 5 Aurora. Okay, so I'm now at 5 Aurora with a little bit of time left on the clock. I think it's like 10 minutes. Okay, 8. I'll take it. I suppose you could consider ETH gas part of the equation, which is fair. In which case, I've spent approximately 15 cents worth of ETH gas, worst case scenario. So, considering that I think Aurora right now is around 25 cents. One more withdrawal, certainly. We are definitely within profit. And again, I've pulled a lot of ore if that's the case. And it's looking like the way things are trending, I'm going to be able to hit that mark, which is pretty cool. Yes, very cool. You know, I almost thought about not going up there and mining, so I'm glad I did. I'm kind of a completionist where I like to just completely clean out an area. I mean, you're going to waste time running around, backtracking and stuff like that, so it's probably better just to pay attention to where you are, mine what's immediately accessible to you, and go from there. You know, there's an argument to be made as well. Once you know you have really excellent access to the final floor, which is where I am set up, you may want to have, just to have the option, 2 or 3 tickets. So that way you have the option to continue, because I didn't do that. And because I didn't do that, I don't have the option here to keep mining, which really would be to my advantage. You know, carve a path to the bottom floor and then just hang out there for as long as you possibly can until you completely clear it out, would be my advice based upon my experience. We have 6 more minutes here. Let's see if Raylith can... I think I forgot where I was. I think I'm at 5 or 6 Aurora. I really can't remember at this point. I'd have to go back and look at my withdrawal history. Which I think we've added that somewhere. I don't know if we embedded it in the main menu. I know a suggestion was made, so it would be easily traceable. But as is the case with beta testing, I don't know if that's been implemented yet. Here's one way to handle that guy. Oh no. I feel like some Aurora is going to be right here. Close to it anyway. I'm not even going to mess with that zombie if I can help it. And it looks like I might have enough. Okay. Anyway, I was saying it looks like I might have enough opportunity here to just kind of rock out for the next 4 minutes. So I'm not even going to try to go back up. Notice I just mined 2 blocks in a row. Very useful. That's why I like the mining gear. But yeah, I'm not even going to try to focus on backtracking and going up. Again, it's better when you're under a time crunch like this just to mine. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's 6 Aurora. Okay, I withdrew another 1.0 Aurora, so I'm either at 5 or 6 Aurora. Honestly, I've lost count. But as soon as I can, we are going to exit this prompt and get right back to work. Keep swinging that pickaxe. Get more Aurora. So, okay. Regardless of whether I'm at 5 or 6, which I think I was at 5, and then I mentioned ETH gas, so this is more than overcome the cost of admission plus the ETH gas. So I'm pretty positive I'm sitting at 6 Aurora, in which case I'm definitely in profit. I've gotten XP, I've gotten some really good ore. What's over here? We've got quite a bit. We also have some spikes that we can fall on. How about not? I think I'm just going to hang out over here, and looks like I can go to the right after that if I have time. I don't think I will, but like right over here, I can do that. You know, I might have time because the double blocks, being able to mine like that is so useful. I am a mining gear maxi for good reason. There we go. In fairness, I do think I may have started with 0.35, so there's an argument to be made. I don't think I have actually mined 6 Aurora. It may be a little bit north of 5, but regardless, enough to be in profit. The point stands. So, oh yeah, the ghost miner. I don't even know if it's worth the time right now, but why not? I really hate to stumble right now. I think the clock paused on that, which is good. I'm going to try to go up. Well, he's going... Raylith number 2 is going up, but if we can tag team this area, that's a nice situation. I'll try to avoid these gas blocks if I can. And again, for those who are not familiar with the gas miner, if you have, or the ghost miner, if you have potions active, if you have gear active, whatever's active at the time you deploy that ghost miner, that's what the ghost miner will have as the bonus. So, okay. But it's key to stay alive. I'm going to go down right now because I don't have a lot of time. And I want to get what I can while I'm here. Especially since I'm so close to one more Aurora. Here we go. Yeah, we'll let them handle the gas. Yes, please go. Okay, what is my ghost miner even mining there? Got some more Aurora. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to have to withdraw with very little time remaining. Okay, so I did my withdrawal. I have lost count where I am at this point. I think maybe 7 Aurora. I'll go back and take inventory. Yeah, see, I don't like this because I ran out of time withdrawing. My dark x-ray was interrupted. That's not cool. I'm going to go back to ground here. Oh, wait, the ghost miner. I'm kind of curious here. Notice the ghost miner is still going there in the background. And I'm kind of curious how much longer the ghost miner... Okay, the ghost miner just shut off. I am wondering, though, if you deploy a ghost miner, like in the final second, will that ghost miner be able to mine? And will you receive the ore and the aurora? That is an interesting scenario, and I can't say for sure. But we're going to go back to ground because I have no other tickets to activate, and we're going to take a quick look at my ore. Just kind of see what I'm working with. Looks like I really pulled a lot of nickel. Not a lot of gold or platinum, which is interesting. So I would have thought that I would have fared better than that, quite frankly. I will withdraw this off camera, so to speak. I guess what I will do is teleport back to the smelter. And I'd like to see if I'm able to take a look at the transaction history. This is where you can buy marketplace items, by the way. This is new. We just added this, but under transactions, no, I don't think we've added it yet, as best I can tell. No, otherwise it would be here. Perhaps it's here? It is not. These are just items I minted earlier today. Yeah. So I personally think we need to add something here to show Aurora Cave withdrawals. That is my feedback. So I think overall, I'm trying to think of how much Aurora I could have gotten during that dark x-ray run, and I think that if we at least make the withdrawal amount 5, which we've already agreed upon, that will suffice for a dark x-ray run that's triggered responsibly. Meaning that before you do a dark x-ray, you have the opportunity to empty your Aurora wallet and get it to 0.0. So it should be anywhere from 0.1 to 5.0 for you to withdraw. You should be able to empty that out. You can only run dark x-ray once every 6 hours, I think. Even a premium Aurora ticket only allows for 3 hours. So you'd have to do 2 of those back to back to be in that scenario. I doubt that's going to happen with anyone where they're just doing 6 hours straight of playtime. So if we actually have the empty out amount at 5.0, which we've already agreed upon, I think that will be okay and not interrupt dark x-ray. I'll have to go back and watch the video. I think there were some other things that I took objection to. I'm curious about the ghost miner being deployed at the end and what happens there in terms of pulling ore or aurora. But I think the biggest issue was what we saw with dark x-ray and the wallet forcing me to withdraw at 1.0 aurora when it really should be, per the text on the screen, 5.0 aurora. That concludes today's beta test. Stay tuned for the next episode.